cat and zero, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone.
He does.
Look at the spin. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
3-1 today. Back.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Finding room inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The give is to Elliott. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. They'll try to run it in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
They'll get it to him up the middle.
Can't get in there.
The D not yielding much there.
Trying to get in. 3rd down and going.
To about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the
3rd
opening
down.
drive,
Can
and
you get
now
in?
it's put up or shut up.
No
Can you
doubt
get
about
in?
it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal
Can you get in?
would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering.
I couldn't get in 4th down.
Might he go for it?
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
Chicken and fries.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Kenyon Martin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
So chicken and fried. You gonna eat that? Damn, that's all you get? Shit, you get king meals over here. I'm full. We'll be hungry in a half an hour.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10. Just
shy
of the 30. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey.
He's done. Look at him.
Throw left side complete. It's Bird. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterbacks and kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, you better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game. Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get...
Party.
Fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively.
Done. Watch this.
Not all the time,
if he can't stop this, he can't stop this
you
over.
got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the game there. 2nd and goal.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
You sound like John Coffin. You sound like John Coffin.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton taking it in. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And it is up.
He ain't even doing it.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Cat and Zero out now.
He inviting him. He inviting him. He said, "Pay this nigga tech. Pay this nigga tech. I want to see him leave." Downfall.
So fielded on the back line of the end zone.
It ain't be nobody good. It's anybody.
He'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
He must have got. He ain't got much.
Where you throw an interception.
He ain't got much. He ain't cooking nothing that good.
Run the football. Don't give him a chance.
He ain't cooking nothing that good.
You go play action. Show your quarterback. Get a little confidence in him.
That's already pre-cooked. This shouldn't take that long. Pre-cooked shouldn't take that long.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and
he ain't even cooking the pancakes. He got a pack of pancakes.
And they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space.
He got a pack of pancakes.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose.
Man, let me catch
it's
that.
Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Sliding out of the pocket. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Every time we get down here, he never score.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
He's trying to figure my defense. Every time we get down there, he can't
it'll be second down.
You ain't got an answer.
4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on
He running
second
the
down.
toss now. He running the toss now.
A second down throw for Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Now it's Barner. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk.
40.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Now. Damn, what the hell? Everything moving fast. Damn, he switched it up. Oh, he gonna lose, man. I don't know why I did this. Run the clock a little bit. Damn.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs.
Oh,
it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hmm?
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Now the ball comes loose.
Get the hell out of here. That motherfucker loose like
We
this.
have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time.
Or just
Catch the
loose
ball.
out in the blue like
You
this.
know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. 2nd down, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And his pass incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
He's just talking.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A bit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a 10.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now he'll tuck it and run. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
That's what.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Give here. Huh? You know, I forgot it. You hopping on the chair. You go, oh, man.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Gano's kick is right through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. Right. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Who are you playing, Ted?
Now it's Barner. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Now
40.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try to find something.
I told you I ain't playing nobody.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Play action here on 1st down.
40 wide open.
Escaping the pressure right. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st down, Newton. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
You got motherfuckers in the background or something.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
You're killing yourself. You're killing yourself. They're killing yourself.
To throw is Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Hard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there. Because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the
Shit
lead.
must
He's
have
been
blitzed
solid,
purposely
hasn't he?
all the way,
And
go
he
all
lives
the way
up to the
around.
adage
Just
that
keep
every
running, keep running.
offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal,
I got you,
or
man. I
worse,
got you,
a
man.
punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
This nigga out of breath.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
31 yards there and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Prescott on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Wes Horton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I told you before you send it, you got to think about it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I got to teach you a lesson.
Prescott from the gun.
No, see that? Sacking him again. I'm out thinking. That's all. Whatever target you're looking for, I'm on it.
This pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays.
I'll do what I want to do.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
I'll do what I want to do. I'll do what I want to do, Hughes. There's nothing you can do about it. You, me, nothing. Look, he getting sacked again. I told you. Hey, Hughes, I'm the best, ain't I? I'm 3-1 today. You just gave me 3. 4th down to 35. Easy. Yeah, I agree. And not that. Gotta do what you gotta do, you know.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
40.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Mario Anderson.
No thinking, that's all that is.
Again, the third time
checking
he's
his
sacked
chest.
him here tonight.
I'm gonna score it, man. I'm gonna score it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is,
and he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events.
I'm worried they're going to win it.
The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
I told you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Was the old expression 3 yards in a cloud of
dust? I told you.
In this case, it's dust-covered
pellets. Straight, I told you, man. I asked the boy. I said, "You sure you want to send it?"
Right and chew it up.
And he said,
"Now we've got that artificial surface. See the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense."
Touchdown.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown.
I gotta run the score. That's him a score. That's him a score.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano.
30-6.
Point winds up successful.
It's 30-6.
Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away.
I'm 3-1.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
I got 30.
Right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team. Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll get it near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
He tried to run. I grabbed him by his neck. Get back here. He lay down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse.
Give me that.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
He lay in ass.
They get
He tried
5
to run.
out of that one,
Grabbed
and
him by
it
his
moves to
neck.
James. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Someone's been having a good game so far. You know something?
And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Flushed out right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Game freak.
Throwing here, Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep, right? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.
All right, I'm gonna send it to you.
You prime the pump all week in your own home facility.
Hey, I mean, leave the party. I told him, I asked him.
Only people who believe are right here in this room.
I said, yo,
on the road,
I asked him. I said, you sure you want to send it? All right, next. All right, hold up. I gotta keep my citation real quick.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt.
I'm waving at you, boy.
Mike, look, you ready?
In Paris for a hit, boy. These ain't the same type of hits, boy. Can get, boy. You don't take these type of risks, boy. Cause this boy been throwing that like rich, boy. You miss, boy. Your numbers don't add up on the. That was 10 years ago. If you know, you know. Yeah. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This thing of ours, oh, this thing of ours. Her fraternity of ringing off. I just happen to be alumni. Too legit,
Mike,
they
I
still
said
looking at me with one eye. The company I keep is not corporate enough. Child, you ain't orphan enough. A rapper turn can't morph into us, but a turn rapper can morph into Puff. Dance contest for the I predict Al Roker. If you know, you know. I only ever looked up to you all get a bird. This Oprah. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know. You ever been hit with the water? Then had to wait, do you walk away? If you know, you know. When we all clicking like Golden State, and you and your team are the motorcade. If you know, you know. Been granting wishes like a genie to bad in two-piece bikinis. I've been hiding where you can see me. The skybox is right next to Riri's. Solely responsible for showing rappers how to stand on the front lines when started throwing bands. Where were you when Big brought the Tigers in? Cause I was busy earning stripes like a tiger skin. Layers in ball shorts, coaching from the side of the ball court. If you know, you know. One stop like a Walmart. We got the for the wrong sport. You know, you know. If you know about the port, though it's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we for circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen, now it's by the stove. Big inside this cases once do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the floor. 19 with him, I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone, I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a Welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that as motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been on my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now this wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, how to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of views in the stair. I hate a dude with no plans. Now I don't usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. Yeah, I'm like, none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Oh man. Champ. What is it? Let me see. I told him, hold up, be right back. Yeah, outside there. Looking for it, man. Hey, man. I'm 3-1. I beat Dub twice. That's just it. 3-1. 3-1. 1. Yeah. Gorgeous. Man, where the hell you at, man? Look for you. Man, dang, he rushing to lose. He rushing to lose. Tell me.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
A lot of screenshots. Ain't nothing new.
They fake the give. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember,
hey, man,
quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Yeah, screenshots I got for you.
And this opening drive not going
citations
to plan.
now. They turn into citations.
13.
They turn into citations now.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
All that build-up interest.
These guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this man. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Dang. You gotta let you know in advance. He let you know in advance.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd down, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down. I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
I'm 3-1 so far.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times, watch him make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. The drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other bats in the league.
Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they're going to lead 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Newton on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Yeah.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, that was random.
But not much more than that.
He called him random.
Third and long, it's Newton. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brooks Reed able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Gano's kick right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Here's Ryan.
Party.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
He's going to go for a big play down. This is caught inside the 15. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 47 yards.
I know it looks like fun to guys like you and me. We're up here in the booth and to everyone watching on television, but are you kidding me? In the snow, that type of a play, in the cold, you know that had to hurt to make that play.
I'm just mad he didn't make a snow angel while he was down there. Opportunity missed.
See, he got his balls in his mouth. He got his balls in his mouth.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, let's go. Hey, South.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light dip.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From his goal line here, Newton. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Take it at the 37. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So out come the Falcons now. And likely just out of field goal range. Could be Hail Mary time.
And haven't we seen in recent years that the Hail Mary seems to be more successful in the NFL than before?
Absolutely we have.
54, South. Space.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And here now come the Falcons. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Ryan. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
As you watch that one unfold, didn't you think to yourself, just knock it down because of where he was?
Great catch, but losing yardage.
Hard to change what they are, isn't it? When they see the ball in the air, they're programmed to go get it.
And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario
Caught your ass, didn't he?
in there to
Caught
pick
his
up
ass.
his 2nd sack now.
He went for it on 4th down. Trying to be greedy. Caught him. Surprised him. He caught him. Pressured him.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I got
Give
you,
him
Mike.
10
You
yards
fucked up.
on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and
You
very
might be messed
short.
up now.
On any
He
explosive
went for it on
run, you can
4th
almost
down.
feel the ground
He went
shaking.
for it.
That's
Ain't
from
no
the
fault.
offensive linemen creating
Ain't greedy.
space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always
Caught
told
him.
his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it
This
happens in the
nigga,
game.
man.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it
I'm
gives him a
really
new
falling.
set of downs.
Oh, man. Blow him up, man. He's done. I caught him.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles
Oh,
actually
man.
do
I
that.
tell
That
you,
usually
man.
means
I
the
tell
guys
you.
at the cornerback
He ain't
position.
anything.
Stepping up,
He
he's
ain't
going to keep
anything.
it. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10.
His red nose has got blood in it. He's
Further.
cool with it.
He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And this is going to be incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
Cody. Jackson. Jackson.
Dante Jackson picks it. And
He's sick. Jackson.
yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You bring back great memories.
He start crying now. He gonna start crying.
Practice, you work on it, not just one
he crying.
Just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
I'm gonna bring it up when I catch the interception.
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski.
Oh, now he crying. He ain't say nothing when he was winning. Oh man.
The worst I ever heard though was Frankenstein.
This is what you gotta deal with.
Too many syllables. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10.
Everybody's
at their own
ready.
22.
He's gonna play desperate
Back to
now.
the air, Ryan after the pick 6. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm the best,
and that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan.
Hold him again. Hold his ass.
Strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison.
Sack him.
Disrupt yet
Sack his
another
ass.
pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, you can't be. Come on, man.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Let me get that.
And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Now we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for a punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way.
I'm going 4-1 today. I gotta go 4-1.
Somehow ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
We'll give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Gave a glimpse of his power that time, and then brought down at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On 2nd down, Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle, whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man.
And he's got his star
Come on, man. They gave him
receiver.
that.
It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Do some. 8, 20.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Forced out to his left. Airing it out for Olsen. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Set.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
3 down, 3 down. He's coming.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. To throw on second down is Newton. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Well, I guess at the very least they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Set 180. Set 180.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set 180.
They get it to him running left. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Gano the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Back to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And now running right through it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's back to throw. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Yeah,
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Gets it off to Freeman. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
21. 54, set.
They'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
He missed it. Caught his ass. He missed it. He missed the field goal game. Yeah, you game. Hell of a game. 4-1.
And it's going to be the final act of this
check.
ball game. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth. Partner
Yeah,
thought
for
for sure we were destined for OT. And
I had to freeze you a little bit.
No good, a tough loss.
Oh, without question, because when you're saying